Every night, his body was exhausted. But his mind refused to sleep. The room was quiet. The city outside had fallen silent. The world was resting. Yet inside his mind, a storm continued raging. Thought after thought, fear after fear, question after question. What if tomorrow goes wrong? What if I fail? What if everything falls apart? The clock moved slowly through the darkness. 2:13 a.m. 3:07 a.m. 4:21 a.m. Still awake, still trapped inside his own thoughts. Every night felt the same. His body remained in bed, but his mind wandered endlessly into futures that did not exist. And the more he fought for sleep, the further it seemed to move away. One night, unable to bear it any longer, he left his house and walked through the sleeping city. Rain fell softly around him. The streets were empty. The world felt strangely peaceful. Eventually, he reached a hill overlooking the city below. There sat an old philosopher beneath a lantern, watching the distant lights. The man sat beside him. For several minutes neither spoke, only the sound of rain. Finally he asked, "How do I quiet my mind?" The philosopher pointed toward the city. "Tell me, how many of those lights are keeping you awake tonight?" The man looked confused. "None." The philosopher nodded. "And yet you have allowed thoughts that do not exist to steal your peace." The rain continued falling softly. Most people think they are suffering from reality. But often, they are suffering from imagination. The words settled heavily in the night air. The philosopher continued, "You are trying to solve problems that have not arrived. You are fighting battles that have not begun. You are carrying burdens that do not yet exist." The man lowered his head, because he knew it was true. Every night he traveled into tomorrow. Every night he returned carrying fears from a future that had never happened. The old philosopher smiled gently. "Peace comes when you stop demanding certainty from life. Sleep comes when you stop arguing with tomorrow." As Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The rain slowly eased. The clouds began to drift apart. For the first time in months, the man stopped fighting his thoughts. He simply watched them pass, like clouds crossing the night sky. And something remarkable happened. The storm inside him grew quieter. Not because life had become certain, but because he had stopped demanding certainty from it. Far beyond the horizon, the first light of morning appeared. The city slowly woke. Birds began to sing. The night was ending. And for the first time in a very long while, his mind felt still. Some storms are not outside. They are inside us. And peace begins the moment we stop feeding them. What's the thought that keeps you awake most often? Let us know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this week's stories, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and join us for more wisdom on Modern Stoic Mind. Until next time, guard your peace. Modern Stoic Mind.